see. Hello, everybody. This is fun. This is my first live experience. So, hello and welcome to, let me see, hold on. Let me just make sure I've got everything in place. It feels oddly quiet. All right, I'm going to start. Well, I'll give you a minute to join. Maybe that's what I should do. Yay, getting people. All right, I'm going to start in like 2 minutes just to make sure we get everyone here. But I will say up front that this is the magic of imagery, and I'm very excited to be presenting here at the San Francisco Theosophy Lodge virtually. And I just want to say thank you to Mary and Richard and the SF Theosophy community for having me tonight. That's very exciting for me. I love the lodge, so this is great. My name is Elaine Santos, and I'm a health and wellness coach and an imagery practitioner. My website is wellnessasart.com, and you can find me on Instagram and Facebook as Wellness as Art. Yay, Mary! All right, so tonight we are going to experience imagery. I'm going to talk a little bit about it because I want to make sure we all know what we're about to do, but to really understand imagery work, you do have to experience it. So we'll get there fast. Tonight's imagery session is Enchanted Garden. I'm bringing in a magical theme because it's October, we're near Halloween. It's a magical time of the year. So that's where I wanted to bring us. And so the imagery we will do tonight is in the family of Transformative Imagery. That's where I was trained by Leslie Davenport, a genius, and check out her books on imagery if you this piques your interest. Transformative Imagery is under the umbrella of guided imagery, but the non-scripted and more interactive style of imagery. There is tons of types of imagery out there, and I'm hoping some imagery practitioners are joining us tonight. They'll know every human uses imagery in their daily life, so this is just a more formal way to use it. So in Transformative Imagery, it's non-scripted and it's interactive. And what that means is tonight when I introduce an Enchanted Garden to you, I will not be telling you exactly what you're seeing. You're going to have your own image of your own Enchanted Garden. So each one of us will have our own images, and I will guide you to enliven and deepen that imagery experience by asking questions. So if we were one-on-one, it'd be very interactive because you would say out loud what you were seeing and experiencing. Because we're on Facebook Live, you'll be doing that in your head to yourself. So I'll ask the questions and you'll answer them to yourself. And a big part of this too is that in imagery work, we're not talking about just visualization. Many people see their image, but not everybody. And even the people who see their image, it's what makes imagery really powerful, and why I call it magical is it's a full mind-body experience. So you will also notice textures, sounds, scents, let's see what else. All of the senses. Did I get all of them? Your sight. And you will also notice your emotions. Certain emotions will come up with certain imagery. You'll notice your intuition. This is another wisdom that gets accessed through imagery. So we are going to really explore the image in this full embodied way. So let's see. Before we start, I do want to say I believe imagery is for everyone. It's a healing modality. It's very relaxing. That said, there's a little asterisk next to my note. There is imagery for everyone. There's so many types of imagery. this type of imagery, because we're in a group, I'm not here to be with you. There's a couple kind of contraindications. If you have low blood pressure, imagery is very relaxing. So if you lay down, you may fall asleep. You get kind of too relaxed. So you make sure you're sitting up. Everyone should sit in a if you can, sit in a chair. If you have maybe like active PTSD issues that you're working on, if you have a lot of emotional flooding, closing your eyes is very difficult, this might not be the time to try imagery. I would say try it with a one-on-one person and a counselor that could help get you just the support you need to make sure you stay grounded. But it is possible for everybody to use imagery and experience it. So I'm not saying don't do it, just have a one-on-one person. People who are pregnant may need more, there's specific imagery for pregnant people. And those are kind of like the major categories. But other than that, we should all be good. You are welcome to open your eyes at any time during the imagery session. You're in control of this session. This is your imagery. So, and I will remind you of that. And being comfortable is really important. So I want to make sure you're sitting comfortably. Make sure you can get a little more comfortable. That's, move if you need to, open your eyes if you need to. If you're ever feeling a little anxious, my favorite way to ground is from the Somatic Experiencing School of Peter Levine, is that you just place one hand on your head and one hand on your upper chest. And you can try that even if you're not feeling not grounded. It's just very soothing. So this is your way to just make sure you're grounded and in your body at any time. So that's a tip of self-soothing. Okay, one more thing before we begin. I would like to just introduce and set the tone of our imagery session with two mudras. I recently learned these at an autumn yoga workshop, and so I want to share them. The first one is a breathing technique that is actually a mudra, and it is translated as a crow breath. I wanted to bring in this magical bird, the crow. So to do this mudra, you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And when you breathe out through your mouth, you make kind of a beak. So you kind of go like an O with your lips, and you'll hear the air pushing, your exhale pushing out. It'll sound like kind of like a windy day sound effect. So let's do that 3 times. You can close your eyes or have your eyes open. We will inhale and then exhale through our beaks. A nice long exhale. And then let your breath return to its normal pace, hoping you're feeling that more relaxing breath there with the crow breath. And then for the mudra, which you may recognize, mudras are usually hand like, I don't even call it like a posture. We're going to do a mudra where we put our hands together and we keep our pinkies and our thumbs connected, and we just open up the rest of the fingers like a flower. You see this? Keeping the bottom of your heels of your hands together. And this is Padma Mudra, which is the lotus flower. So I want to bring us a magical flower experience before we do our imagery. And this mudra, you can have your hands placed kind of in front of your heart center. This Padma Mudra is for the heart chakra, and it's very uplifting, it's very healing to the emotions, and it's supportive of the cardiorespiratory systems. And if you just want to sit for a second, a couple moments, we'll sit with our lotus flower. And just breathe regularly and can gently close your eyes. There's a beautiful affirmation that goes with this mudra. I will say it out loud, and then we can say it out loud together 2 times and then once to ourselves. So it is, my heart is a deep lake of loving kindness. So 2 times out loud. My heart is a deep lake of loving kindness. My heart is a deep lake of loving kindness. And then you can say it once to yourself. And then let your hands gently separate. You can rotate your wrists. Sometimes it's kind of a stretch for us. And then let your hands rest in your lap. Make sure you feel comfortable in your chair. Our imagery session begins with a guided relaxation. It's like a body scan and some breathing. So if you haven't, let your eyes close or soften your focus. Letting your body be well supported. Let your body fully release into the support. Just let go and relax. Turn your thoughts for just a moment toward the last several hours. The activities, conversations, and things you have experienced. Take a snapshot of that time. Recognize it as part of your past. Let the snapshot drift away from you and make more room for this moment. Turn your thoughts for just a moment to the things you anticipate doing later tonight. Take a snapshot of that time. Recognize it as part of your future. Let the picture drift away from you and make more room for this precious moment now. This moment, which is fresh and uncluttered, has never been lived before. Feel the clear spaciousness of this moment now. Begin to let the qualities of peace and spaciousness that are a natural part of this moment ride on your breath. As you take a full breath in, silently say the word clarity. When you breathe out, silently say the word peace and continue to relax even more deeply. Breathe in clarity. Breathe out peace. In clarity, out peace. On the next in-breath, let the fresh, clear feeling rise up to the top of your head. As you breathe out, let peacefulness flow over your scalp and forehead. Now breathe clarity into your mind. As you breathe out, feel the peace in your mind that is always present beyond thoughts. Breathe fresh clarity into your eyes and your face. As you exhale, let your eyes rest and your face relax. Let the next breath bring fresh energy into your throat, open and clear. On the out breath, feel peacefulness flowing into your neck, shoulders, and upper back. Let the flow of relaxation travel into your arms, hands, and fingers. Notice the subtle sensations that arise. Now bring your awareness and breath into your torso. Breathe freshness and clarity into your heart, and discover the peacefulness that resides there as you breathe out. Breathe fresh energy into all the vital organs, allowing them to feel natural, comfortable, and relaxed as you breathe out. Breathe in clarity. Breathe out peace. Let your breath and awareness continue into your hips. Feel your belly receiving your breath, rising on the inhalation and settling on the exhalation, fresh and peaceful. Let the fresh energy and peaceful feelings flow into your legs, all the way to your feet and toes. Feel the soles of your feet relaxing, the way they might feel on warm sand, soft grass, or a smooth river stone. Now feel your whole body, a three-dimensional sensation, vibrant and peaceful. Breathing in, your whole body clear. Breathing out, your whole body peaceful. Breathing in, your whole being clear. Breathing out, your whole being peaceful. Now invite an image to form of a garden that would support these relaxing feelings. It may even deepen them. This garden could be indoor or outdoor, familiar or even imaginary. When it begins to take shape, notice where you are and what it is like. If you have more than one garden image arising, choose the one that is most appealing. Know that you can explore the other one at another time. Become aware of the colors. Which colors stand out to you? Notice the textures, the temperature. Notice any sounds in your garden. Notice any scent. Become aware of the time of day and season of your garden. How does it feel being here? This is your image. So where would you like to be specifically to enjoy this place? Sitting, reclining, maybe walking. Take a moment to enjoy the peaceful, relaxing, maybe magical feelings of this place. Notice how it feels in your body, in your mind, and in your emotions. Is there anything or anyone you need? Or is this garden just right the way it is? This is your image, so you can add or edit it to make it even more relaxing and peaceful. Enjoy this space. You can explore or simply rest. If your garden had a voice or some way of expressing itself to you, what would it want you to know right now? Does your enchanted garden have a message for you? Notice what's that like for you to hear. In a moment, we'll be bringing this to a close. Before we do, is there anything else wanting to be known or expressed? Keeping with you anything you find valuable, gently let the imagery fade, knowing that you can always return there at another time in a similar way. Begin to sense the room you are in, noticing the chair beneath you. Can deepen your breathing. Maybe pedal your feet or wiggle your fingers. When you feel ready, you can open your eyes. I can't see anybody, so I don't know if you opened your eyes or not, but I hope you've returned from your image and your lovely garden experience. You can always put in the comments an emoji or something. If your back grounding is important, you can squeeze your arms or legs, kind of just feel a little more grounded and back. Drink a little bit of water. That's always helpful to help integrate our experience. Writing or coloring, drawing. Writing is a really nice way to do it, or talking about it, 'cause sometimes it feels like you had a dream, so it's nice to talk about it. So I always ask, thank you, Michael, for the heart. How do you feel? That's a good question to ask. Write about. Did anything surprise you? I'm always surprised by my images that come up. That's why I think it's very magical, because you think, I know where I'm going to go, and then you don't. You go somewhere totally different and perfect. And is there anything that stood out most? Like, what stood out most to you in this imagery? Thank you, David. Oh. So I want to say that what stood out most, if you have a key image that came up, like it's a garden, I'm going to pretend a flower showed up, like maybe a very specific color, it's nice to hold on to that, because you can bring it up whenever you need it. If you need a little moment of relaxation, you don't have to sit through and try to get back to the garden. You have that key image. You just imagine that, beautiful flower, and then you're there again. It's a really fun modality in that way. So I'm so happy everyone's here, and I was just going to do a little bit of, if you want to work with me more in the future, you can find me. I will do one-on-one imagery work and group imagery, so you can sign up for my newsletter on my website. That's awesome, Michael. What is my website? wellnessisart.com. That's where my newsletter is. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook. You can find me on Insight Timer under my actual name, Elaine Santos. I'm uploading imagery sessions there, so that's a really fun way to stay connected with me as well. If you fell in love with imagery, or you are an imagery practitioner, there is a conference during Halloween weekend put on by Imagery International, and that's imageryinternational.org, and it's very exciting, and we still have scholarships available. We're giving those out till the 20th, so it's really worth coming to that and to experience even more imagery in a really beautiful virtual setting. So I just want to thank everybody. If you have questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. Yeah, and that's all I've got. So thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Richard. I wish there was like an ending where we could hug or like all wave or something. So, but I'll pretend you're doing that. Oh, thank you, Mary. That'll help me. Yay, thank you. Have a lovely evening and wonderful week.